Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my weekly makeup basket for the second week of my internship. The first week was orientation. I guess this is really the third week, but my second week of actually being in my internship. So like I mentioned in my last weekly makeup video that I'm going to be switching up my look every week. So my kind of strategy for working normal hours, you know, from 8 to 5 or whatever, is to have one look so I don't have to think about it in the morning and then switch that up from week to week. And then on the weekends, you know, I can do something a little different if I have more time to get ready, but Monday through Friday I'll be wearing the same look every single day. And that's working fine so far. It's been 1 week. If I do get bored of that, you know, maybe I'll stop doing it, but for now it's working for me. So yeah, let me share with you what I will be wearing. So for my primer, I'll be using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, and I'm just trying to get through this. I'm getting pretty low on it, so hopefully it will be gone soon and I can move on to another one. For my foundation, I'm still working on the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid in Cashew. This is in my Project 10 pan, and it's a high-end foundation that I've had for almost a year, and it's supposed to expire soon, so this is what I'm really trying to power through. But like I mentioned last week, if there's a day where I wake up late and I don't have quite as much time to get ready, I just find the Bare Minerals pressed foundation is really fast and easy to put on. I don't have to bother with finding my sponge, getting it wet in the bathroom, if someone's in there. Like, this is just kind of my backup foundation, and this isn't a project 2. I am trying to hit pan on it, but I'm really focusing on the liquid one right now because I feel like most people prefer powders in the summer, but for some reason I don't. I prefer this not in the summer. But yeah, that's my plan for this. So if there's ever a day where I wake up late or I'm just really tired, I will wear this instead of the other one. But another thing I like to do with this is touch up with it later in the day if I'm going out and I don't want to redo all my makeup. So that's what I did today. This is Friday night. I was at work all day and I wanted to film, but I didn't want to reapply all my makeup, so I just kind of went over everything with this and then added a little more blush and called it a day. So that's another way that I've been using this Bare Minerals foundation. So for concealer, I'm going to be using my usual Sephora Smoothing and Brightening Concealer in 03 and my Bare Minerals Well Rested Powder Concealer on top to set it and kind of change the tone a little bit away from the bright pink shade that this is. Then I'm still going to be using my Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Warmth. This is in my Project 10 pan, and I just really want to get through this because it is really orange and I probably wouldn't feel comfortable using it at any other time other than summer. And then this week, instead of my Tarte Blush in Magic, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals blush in Hint, and this is a slightly shimmery blush. I'll do a little swatch of it actually. So this is a really thick swatch, and I've realized that my swatches aren't working so well filming in this room, but it's just a really light shimmery pink. Then to set everything, I'm still using my Project 10 pan powder, which is this Bare Minerals Smooth Criminal powder. And then I do have my 2 Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders pulled out for this week, but I don't really need a highlighter with this blush, at least to wear to work. So I might not be using these quite as much this week, but I will pull them out. If I go out at night or something, I might grab them. Alright, and for eyebrows, this week I'm going to switch to my Too Faced Bulletproof Brows. This is in the shade Universal Brunette. I have hit pan on this, if you can tell, and I really, really love this product. It's super fast to do. It takes like 10 seconds, and my brows are done, and I really, really love it. So to prime my eyelids, I will be using the Urban Decay Enigma Primer Potion still. I'm just going to try to use this up. I'm probably not going to switch that up very much. So I don't know if I'll continue to show that every week, but I just threw it in this week. And then for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be using this Bare Minerals Cream Shadow. It's the 5-in-1 BB blah 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 super long name cream shadow from Bare Minerals, and this is in the shade Divine Wine. And this is just kind of a cool brown shade. And then on to my eyeshadow look. So I'm of course going to be using my Lorac Pro, and my plan for this week is to do white from the lashes to the brow bone, mauve in the crease, a little bit of sable and maybe espresso in the outer V to deepen it up a little bit, and then pewter all over the lid. So that's the look I'm going to wear every single day to work Monday through Friday, and then, you know, if I want to do something different on Saturday and Sunday, I can do that. So I have 3 eyeliners that I've pulled out for this week. The first is my nude liner from Rimmel, and that's for my waterline. Next is my Urban Decay eyeliner in West, which is like a sparkly brown, but I'm not a huge fan of brown on my lower lash line. This week I actually did use that and I put espresso over it, and I thought I liked that okay with the kind of the warmer gold look that I did this week that I am wearing right now. But next week I'm doing kind of the cooler shades in the Lorac Pro with pewter and mauve, and so I don't think that will look quite as good, so I'm going to go back to putting slate over this because I think that will look really nice. And then finally for my upper lash line I have this eyeliner by Noir, and it is black, but it's not my favorite. It's not the darkest black, and I do have trouble kind of applying this over eyeshadow, so if I do have trouble with it and I find it's just not working out, what I'm going to do is just grab my Stila liquid liner and kind of go over it. And I do really like this for tight lining, but it's just not super dark black. It kind of just is gray, so I'll probably be using these two in combination just because I don't love the Noir one on its own. And then for mascara, I'm going to go back to my Urban Decay Subversion and Perversion mascaras. Last week I was using the Clump Crusher, and on my first day at work I went to the bathroom at the end of the day and I looked in the mirror and I had like black spots all under my eyes, and so I don't know if it was just a fluke or that's a problem with the Clump Crusher. So I'm going to have to play with that a little bit, but I have been wearing this since then and I didn't have that problem. So these have been open for a while, so I do want to get some more use out of them after I get rid of them, but I might just have to top the Clump Crusher with something else. I'm just going to have to play around with that, so I might do some experiments with that as well. That is this one if you aren't familiar, and try to figure out that way, because that used to be one of my favorite mascaras, but I hadn't had it for a while and I don't remember having that problem before. But I also don't want to be running around work looking like a raccoon either, so we'll just have to see how that goes. And then finally for lips, I'm going to really focus on my NARS Rakugian lip pencil this week. I wore this, I went to a bachelorette party and bridal shower last weekend, and I really wore this down. I don't think I'd ever sharpened it before, so it was kind of really worn down and I couldn't really use it anymore. And then, like I mentioned, I lost my sharpener, so I couldn't sharpen it for a while, but I finally did yesterday. So I think I will definitely be seeing some more progress on this. This is in my Finish 15 by Halloween project. And this actually looks pretty similar to the blush. It's just a little bit warmer, if you can tell the difference right there. So yeah, so that is everything I'll be wearing this upcoming week. I'm still in my same rotation as I was last week. It's been really interesting, and yeah, my weekly makeup basket for next week is actually going to be pretty different, if I have a chance to film it, that is, because next week I'm actually going to be working on a farm. The next 2 weeks I actually will be. So I'm not going to be really wearing makeup to work, so I am going to be focusing a lot on my sunscreens and kind of maybe some tinted moisturizers that have SPF in them, because I will be needing to protect my skin because I'll be out in the sun. And then I probably won't be wearing much else, so I'm not sure if I'll actually do a weekly makeup basket, but I might just do kind of a weekly check-in video, and then I probably will wear makeup at some point during those weeks in the evenings, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to approach that yet. So you'll just have to wait and see until next week for that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!